First and foremost, I want to thank God for allowing me to speak here. And just a few comments. I'm not worried about a temporary restraining order. I'm an elected official. I have a right to come to council meeting or anything like that. But the other thing is the freedom. I've served 8 years in the United States Navy Reserve. And one of the things that I'm willing to put my life on is the freedoms that we have. Anybody can have a healthy debate on fighting for what they have in their budget. When someone comes and personally try to make a tax on it for no reason at all, they're not targeting anybody else in the city but just the treasurer's budget. So I have a right to make that healthy debate and stand up to bullies. I'm not going to be bullied. The councilwoman has sit here on this dais and stuck the middle finger at the community, has sat up here and said S-H-I, word.
The city treasurer is speaking right now.
Yeah, but I have a restraining order right here. He is not to personally discuss me.
I can. This is.
Again, I'm the presiding officer. I'm going to ask you, Councilwoman Zurita, you're being disruptive now. He spoke and he was in the middle of deliberating, and we're going to just proceed forward.
He's not going to sit here and talk about what I do in my past. It is none of his business what I do.
I didn't hear that personally.
It is not for him to discuss me on this floor. Now, nobody's going to do anything?
Ma'am, you've been warned.
This is on camera. I'm leaving. I'm not going to sit here and be intimidated and talked to by an elected official that is under a restraining order.
Mr. City Attorney.
And y'all sit here and don't say nothing. Wait till it happened to you.
This is a disruption.
Wait till it happened to you. And y'all sit back there, sheriffs, lieutenant, you have it right in your hand.
Mr. City Treasurer, would you like to continue?
The city attorney just gave a presentation on rules of decorum, and he's sitting here silent. All y'all, talk about that. Talk about me when I'm gone, not in my face.
You're leaving.
Because I have a restraining order against you, and it will be enforced. While y'all sit here, eyebrows hanging, mouth shut, what happens to me, what happened to you? Just like he got sat there and got served. When I asked for security to be up here so electeds can't be served on the dais, he got served. Madam Chair, Madam Attorney,
I'm waiting for the disruption to leave.
There you go. How about that show?
Mr. City Treasurer, would you like to resume?
Got a city treasurer sitting up here talking about elected officials. All of y'all.
Good evening, Mr. Treasurer.
We're waiting till she.
Till the disruption leaves. Okay.
Yeah, you ain't got enough part to talk about me in my face, big bully, coward. But you got 10 days to answer to this. And you, Mr. Lieutenant, you sit there and do nothing.
Mr. Treasurer.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I guess that almost speaks for itself.
Clearly.
The councilwoman sat here and done the finger and stuff like that. So I'm not worried about that stuff. I'll have an attorney. We'll have that toss. But anyway, I didn't ever talk about what the councilwoman has falsely accused me of, and she's want to be so projected. There is a case number BC 319874 that her mother filed against me when she was acquitted when I caught them misusing the credit card and double billing the taxpayers. So she sued me and I won the case. And one of the things that was in that case that the court ruled, the court found at all times relevant that Douglas Sanders was the city treasurer for the city of Compton, Charles Davis was the city clerk, Eric Parrott and the mayor. They named a few other people. The court determined that the plaintiff, which was the city of Compton, did not dispute that Sanders and Davis, in their respective official capacity, undertook an investigation regarding alleged double billing by the plaintiff and other council members. Additionally, the court held that Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office made an independent decision on whether to obtain an indictment from the grand jury. Further, the courts found that since plaintiff had not attempted to provide any evidence that defendants were acting within their capacity as public officials, all actions immune and privileged with respect to the cause of action for malicious prosecution pursuant to Government Code Section 82.6. And then the judgment. Defendant Douglas Sanders' motion for summary judgment as to all causes of action, including malicious prosecution, abuse of process, conspiracy, defamation, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, is granted. Judgment according entered to in favor of Douglas Sanders. Now, in the Wade newspaper, after we had that incident in my office, she went on and said I falsely accused her mother. Then even last Tuesday, got her on the record. So now I know I'm going to, and my attorney's been wanting to take action for defamation of character and slander of my name. Because unless you're a Supreme Court judge, the judge has already ruled in my favor. And here's the other thing about this. I also went back and asked the attorney who was representing the city of Compton, you go back and ask for attorney fees. And the city of Compton was awarded $302,000 that the Zurita family to this date hasn't paid. So, because of that, they don't understand that that draws interest. And I asked an attorney to do some calculations for me and see. I'm out of time?
Yes.
Okay, there, I get it. You got the gist of what I've had to say.
I pretty much got it. Thank you, sir.
Madam Mayor,
Yes, Mr. City Attorney.
I just want to say that I did review the restraining order, and I found no grounds to. It's a difficult night. It's a.
Wait,
Repeat that again. I didn't hear what you said.
How about now?
Yeah.
better.
Okay. I just wanted to state that I did have an opportunity to review the restraining order that was addressed, and I did not see that I had any authority to intercede or stop the treasurer from making comments during a council meeting. So that's why I remained silent.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney, for the clarification. Do we have a motion?
Down memory lane.
Our own list. We need to be able to go out and seek legal opinions or legal advice, because you do not represent the council, you represent the city.
I do represent the council.
No, you don't. I was in a 3-month trial. The attorney never stepped in the room.
You're mixing criminal with municipal.
It doesn't matter. You don't
does
represent
matter.
the council.
does matter.
You sit here and attack me. No, you want to attack me. And you've been outlawed from Walmart.
Y el que no quiere escuchar lo que voy a hablar, pues que se tape los oídos.
Do we need a translator?
No, thank you. My name is Maria Villarreal. I live in Compton, and I do this all the time, so I do not need a translation.
But
Thank
I do.
you. I just
do.
translated for. My name
I'm
is
gonna
Maria
ask that we do
Villarreal.
not- I'm sorry, Ms. Maria. I'm
Thank
just going
you.
to ask that we do not interrupt the speakers. If she is in need of a translator, she has asked in the past. She is able to translate. She comes up here regularly and speaks in Spanish and English. And I'm just going to ask that we respect one another and allow
Thank
her
you.
to speak.
Well, excuse
I-
me, Madam
I apologize.
Mayor.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Madam Mayor. I have a right to ask for a translator. We have a professional translator here, and if I cannot understand the speaker, I'm going to request a translator.
Please continue, ma'am.
Love company, what do you want from me and my scars? Everybody lack confident, everybody lack confident. How many times my potential was anonymous? How many times the city making me times?
Miss Zurita, please stop giving me the finger. I bind you in the blood of Jesus and rebuke you in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I love myself.